Navigating yourself on a long distance longboard trip can be quite tricky, especially because you never know how the bike paths or the roads are gonna turn out like, or if it's a dead end or whatever. In this video I wanna tell you my techniques of how to navigate when going for a longboard trip. When choosing a route for your longboard trip, there's no defined answer on how to do it right. Depending on your country, you might want to consider using an actual map, but I only use the phone to navigate myself around. To take one thing up front, it is a bit of guesswork, especially because you never know where you're gonna end up. Stick to the bigger roads if you want to be certain that you won't get so many shitty roads, otherwise you might end up on gravel tracks. First of all, you should think about if you want to plan all your travel in advance and look for the best possible roads, or if you want to just choose the track as you go. Me personally, I would go with the second option and choose the track as I go along, and that will give you a lot more flexibility. You never know what's going to happen, and it will be a lot easier to adjust to shitty roads, gravel tracks, breakdowns, bad weather and all that kind of stuff. The overall altitude can help you figure out the way too. If you go through the mountains, then it'll be a lot harder than going through just flat land, because it might be that track A has like 1,000 meters going up and 500 down, and the other one has only 200 going up and 700 down. And just, you never know. So think about it, which way you go, what would be most practical, which direction. In Sweden, I actually wanted to go south always along the coast, but then I realized there were no bike paths, and it was a lot smarter for me to stay along those bigger roads, so I was sure that I always had concrete roads, because going for a few days through the woods with a longboard is probably not the funnest thing to do. So you've chosen your overall track. That was probably the easiest part so far. Now you're on the trip and you have to see day by day where you're actually gonna go. And so here's a couple of things that might help you out. I always had a look in the morning or in the night how far would be to the next town or the next place, how many kilometers I can do and might want to do or have to do, so I check that first. Second of all, I would type in the destination to Google Maps and see what it brings up with either going by car or by bike. Because with the car you can be certain that you're gonna get concrete roads, and on the countryside if you have like longer roads and it's all gravel, then it's really shit, I can tell you that. In the city, most of the times bike paths work fine. On the electric longboard trip I went on, I had a look at lunchtime always to see which town am I gonna go to have a look which are the most expensive towns for accommodation and which are less expensive. And then depending on that and the money I had, I either went a bit further or a bit less to get the best deal for the buck. Well, that was my quick tutorial on how to navigate yourself on your long distance longboard trip. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, let me know, comment below, send me messages. I'm more than happy to answer them. And if you're into this kind of stuff, this video is only part of a whole series of videos I have made about long distance longboarding, so check them out on my channel. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, and consider subscribing. Otherwise I will see you very soon. Bye!